Here's some sanding prep. Although it looks like paint prep, it's sanding prep. This is masking tape, fat masking tape, and the reason being, on some bits I've only got to sand off 1mm, and other bits I've got to sand off like, I don't know, 3mm, and it's too much to do obviously by hand, and even with the orbital sander I've got still probably too much. So I've got a belt sander, and if I use him on here, he goes a little bit berserk, being a belt sander, and he'll, you know, cut onto the face. He'll start sanding the face down, which I do not want. So I've put the tape on, and so I can use the belt until it like just touches the paper, and as soon as I see the paper tear, now it's, the tape, it's 2 layers of tape as well, just to be a bit thicker, and as soon as that sander touches it, I take it off and I go to the orbital. But at least I can do the belt, you know, for most of the part. Like some of the bits like here, I can just do that. You know, literally that's pretty much perfect. The bottom though, if you look at the bottom there though, is way off. So, this is the back, and I got it within about 1mm. Let me put macro on for you. Within 1mm. Pretty close, okay. And you know, really there's no point even doing the back, but I was just wanted to test my gaffer tape idea. The worst bit that came out of it was not this one, that was already there, that little scratch, and that was with a really rough sandpaper on that. So it works. So what I'll do is when I do the sides and stuff, I won't use that really rough one. I'll put on this one. We're saying it's rough. You look at the difference. That's like a 100 grit. Maybe 80, that one's like a 50 or 60 or whatever, so I'll put that one on, and I shouldn't wreck the sides or anything at all. Anyway, so that'll do for the back. Okay, looking bloody good. Along the front there, and up there's looking perfect, down here's looking good. Now, the reason I did the whole tape thing, okay, is because, I don't know, what was it, a month ago, 3 weeks ago, when I first put the box in, I thought I'd have a quick go at sanding it, right? And I did that. Okay, it digged in, my fault. So I did that, and, you know, I said to myself, fuck that, I'm not doing the whole box, wrecking it all like that. Luckily, as you can see, it's the back. Okay, and that actually, you know, the seat kind of wraps around, so you probably half won't see it anyway, especially once it's painted, but it was just, I wasn't going to do that to the front of it, so that's why I'm doing the whole tape thing. But so far so good, it's all worked everywhere around here. It's come out nice. That was yeah, it was already done. But anyway, it's starting to look pretty good. Haven't done the front, but as I said, I've done both sides and the back, so the front's left to go. Looking pretty good. Girl's having a rest. So the lights have come up on the car here, which means the battery's flat. Because when the battery goes flat, the lights pop up. Yeah, should have got an Optima. Getting there. Okay, so what I do is I leave about 2mm with a really rough belt. Then I go down to this belt, get it down to like just till it touches the tape. I've actually put 3 layers of tape on the front, just to be cautious. As soon as it touches the first tape, pretty much, then I just stop that, and then I go to the other sander. So, we're getting there. It's looking pretty even all around. Starting to look pretty good. Yeah, should come up pretty good after it's painted and everything. So, I mean, I'd rather have it sound good and not rattle than just look good. So, as long as it sounds good and it looks pretty good, I'm happy. Anyway, that's pretty much it now for the belt sander. She finished. I just took the tape off. Okay, as you can see, there's a little bit of tape stuck in there, but it's all good. Yeah, got, as you can see, I'll give you the end of it. There is about a millimetre. Got pretty good macro, this camera, eh? Anyway, about 1mm to go. Front on just everything on the front. And that is it. Then that's sanding. I think I'm using 80 grit on that one. No, 60 on that one. Then I'll do it with 100. So I'm using 60. I'll do it with 100, and that'll just get it. And then I'll do it with 1000 before I paint it. or 8, I think it's 800. Okay, well, broken sander number 2. The first one I got of these, they got a 3-year replacement warranty. How stupid are they? First one, the button used to stick, and it'd like be all jerky, like it was half getting power. So I took that one back, got this one, and see the little metal things that hold the pads on, they're not holding. Like you put them in there, and the pads just slide out as soon as you start sanding. Because I'm trying to sand it, and it slides out. So it's the metal, or I think the foam's either compressed, or just the metal's slowly bending and they're losing their strength. I tried bending them the other way, or like down I mean, and it was tougher to put it in, but they still slid out. So, bullshit. Anyway, I'm going to go down to Bunnings, take this one back. They're $35 sanders, right? They come with 10 sheets of sanding stuff. They got 3 years. I reckon I go through one every month, one every 2 months. So I'm going to go through at least 10 of these in that 3-year period. 10 $35 sanders, so $3.50 a sander. I think that's a pretty good buy. Brand new sander, and it only took me 10 minutes. Actually, if that, I'm finished. So, yeah, anyway, got the new one, got it finished. So that is finished as far as any heavy sanding goes, and as far as any... the belt sander's finished, you won't see him again. And then with that one, all I got to do is go over it with like a 120, and then I'll go over it with a, I'm going to do that now, the 120, and I'll go over it with a 800 just before I paint it, and then I'll blow it off and all that crap. But otherwise, she looks pretty good. As I said, the only fuck up was a month ago, and that's that bit there. That was the only fuck up. Otherwise, just because I wasn't using my tape idea. Now using the tape idea, she came out pretty nice. Yeah. So, I mean, I could paint it like that if I wanted to, but I've still got to putty up these. Okay, I'm going to do that today. I'm going to put the putty in, and then I can sand it back in the next video, which will be the same video as the primer painting, at least. And then I might do a final video for the finishing painting and install. That was a lot of puttying. I puttied up with a mistake. We'll see how that turns out. 2 screws there, and then the whole top covered in screws. No screws on the front, there was no screws on this side, and well, yeah, I'm not going to do the back, am I? So there we go. That's all putty. I'm going to leave that go for like, 18 hours, 20 hours, and sometime tomorrow I'll just sand that off. And I'm not going to paint it tomorrow. It's only Tuesday. I'm going to have a day's rest pretty much, and Wednesday we'll paint it. At least do the primer Wednesday, and then probably do the collar Wednesday as well, and Thursday throw a clear on her, and that'll probably do it. Yeah, anyway, so this is the end of the video. Yeah.